Friday. Friday.
Happy Friday. Y'all.
Happy Friday. And we just walked in the door. We've been at Donkeyland all afternoon. I got home, threw the thumbnail up. Here we are.
Heated up a quick dinner.
Quick dinner. I had corn dogs.
I had leftover fried chicken and potatoes and gravy from last night.
What's up, David? Welcome, Half Century. Hello, Captain Lindia.
Hello, David. Hello, Half Century.
I don't know if y'all remember from last week, no doc. So we got some free room up here if somebody'd like to jump up. I don't even show me on YouTube yet. But we're slow back here. Our internet's slow down here in Florida. It takes a while to get to paradise. But we had a good evening. I won't spoil the video, but we caught more than 10. What's up, Shane Flint? Shane, the link's up there if you want to jump up.
Howdy,
Yeah, we're live now.
Howdy, Shane. Why can't I get my...
Got our email. We came in second place in the Shane Flint team tournament. What, second place out of, what do you say, 400 something people? Or 80 some? I don't know. It was more than 5.
It was a lot of people. There we go.
Yeah, we met a couple new guys at the boat ramp there in the video. A couple of kayak guys.
John and Logan.
John and Logan. If you're watching John and Logan, good to meet you. What else exciting happened? Saw a few deer in and out. Caught a few fish.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mr. Bogley. There you go, the link in the triangle.
The missing link.
Chris, you need to jump up for a little bit. Come on, Bogley, do it on your phone. Give us 5 minutes of your Pennsylvania self. Oh, and I have to take something back, Shane. I thought Lindia was going to get the winnings, but she's adding some to it, and I'm buying me a new reel. And yes, Shane, when you come up, we're gonna have a conversation about something.
I'm sweet like that.
Welcome, H&H, Hooks and Hammocks.
Hello, Hooks and Hammocks.
And the invitation to jump up is to any of these catfish channels that come in, because a lot of our regular people don't know any of y'all. I met y'all through Hog Legs. So if any of y'all want to jump up and hell, just say what your channel is, talk about it. Tell all us bass fishermen all we do is catch bait. It don't matter.
Shane's gonna jump up in about 3 minutes.
All right, Shane, I got the timer on. I mean, everybody's welcome to come share your stuff. Doc had, what did he say he was doing?
Isn't it the ball games or some sort?
He was doing something, then he was going up North Florida doing something. He's going to be gone this week and next week. So we just kicking it. Like I said, fresh off the water. My hands smell like dinks.
I washed mine for it.
I ate corn dogs. You ain't got to wash your hands with corn dogs. You got sticks. In fact, I got sticks around here. Oh. Anybody watches our catfishing videos, welcome, Buck Williams. If y'all watch those, we got the green lights in the pontoon. Let me let Mr. Shane up first. What's up, Mr. Shane Flint?
Howdy, buddy.
Not much. How you guys?
We're good.
Good.
Like I said,
Congratulations on second place.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And
40 teams, by the way.
40 teams.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, those guys caught a nice fish. I mean, congrats to the 103 inchers. I can't remember who won, but definitely congrats. Those were some nice fish.
Yeah, they were on it for sure. So I did have one team call me and said, "Hey, you forgot me. I had 99 inches." I was like, "Wait a minute. I don't miss my email that often."
Right.
So they did have 99 inches for all 7 fish.
Oh, okay.
Not the 5 in the middle. They didn't read the rules too good, but
That's
it all
right.
worked out. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was tough. It was all down to, your, like I said, what most of ours were exactly an inch apart, pretty close. But all we needed was, that one fish. So everything could have slid down one fish, but we hadn't caught it yet either. Usually we catch it like the day after your tournament's over.
Yeah, I mean that's
But
how it rolls, right?
I will give that away about today. We hadn't caught no 24 and a quarter that we needed. Fish are funky right now, man.
What was Roland talking about? The dial. He said there was a dial.
Yeah, he said it was a dial somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, driving home from Doculand, my phone rings, looks down, it says Roland Martin. I was like, sweet.
He said it's gonna take a while for the fish to get back to normal.
Yeah, that was somewhere. I don't know where he's talking about. But Roland said he's taking a singer tomorrow fishing. Tom Jackson. Something Jackson, I believe. Wasn't Alan Jackson. But he called to see how the bite was at Doculand, you know. I knew why he was calling. But anyway, back to the tournament. Lindia said she brought it up today. She goes, I thought the $20 side bet was if you caught the big fish of the tournament. And I went, no. The $20 side bet is I caught big fish of us.
That's correct.
Am I not correct?
That is correct. That was between you and Lindy. I have my money on Lindy. Now I'm going to fly down to Florida and give you a $20 bill.
Right. That's what I told Lindy. Next time Shane comes down, I'm expecting my $20 bill.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, but
By the way, John, I'm looking around right after Christmas.
Very cool.
Good right after Christmas.
That's great. Ted from Off the Hook's going to be around sometime. Batty comes down for Christmas. I mean, it'll be fine.
Batty comes at Christmas.
After Christmas. He don't come down. It's like day after or something.
Day after. Okay.
Right.
We have Coach coming the 1st of December, hopefully.
Hopefully. But yeah, we'll fit it in no matter what day. I can make it happen, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
But back to what I was talking when you came in, you know, Shane, you've seen on our pontoon, we got those green lights around the console.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to put them, you know, more around the inside the boat because we can't, you know, it's hard to see once it gets dark, which I'm going to have to put a white light so we can tie knots because I can't see knots in them green lights.
I want a retractable pole that you can put up in the air that has a big bright light up at the top. So that way the bugs are all up there, but it's bright, you know, we can raise it up and down.
That'll get in the way. But anyway, I wanted to redo the green lights. So we got on the great Amazon.
It'll work.
Anyway, look at these damn lights we bought. Bought 20 of them. They come in packs of 5.
Yeah.
Hang on. But they're just little, you know, LED lights. Oh, I'm going to put them all around the inside the front deck. You know, I'm going to green it all up.
John, why green?
It's just not as bright. I mean, the bugs are bad enough. When we turn the lights on, you know, the LED floodlights that light up the bobbers and all the lights around it, there are like 1 million bugs out there. When I turn the green lights on, we only get like 800 in the green light. So I look at it like from 1 million to 800. Yeah.
The green's not supposed to attract the bugs like the white does.
I mean, you ought to, if you watch that video, you can see in those lights how bad. And man,
I did. I watched it.
From sunset for about the next 40 minutes. You know, most of those are those chizzywinks, those little bugs that live out on the marsh that don't bite. They just fly in your nose, your ears. But between sunset and for about the next 40 minutes, I don't know where them damn mosquitoes come from. But when we did our premiere the other day fishing, I sat down in the chair, was holding my phone, had a pair of long pants. I was trying to cover my legs up just to get through the premiere. They chewed my feet so bad. When the premiere was over, I was a damn big wuss in the boat. I was like, I believe I got mosquito overdose right now. I mean, my feet it was bad, man. They ate my ass up.
Well, John, let me make a recommendation to you, if you don't mind, on the lights, because you made the comment that you can't see your line in the green light. The best color lights for your night vision is red.
Yeah.
So red doesn't affect your eyes. It won't dilate your pupils in night. Keep your eyes open. And it typically does not draw as many bugs. Typically. Now, there's always exceptions. Depends on your heat radius around the lights. Because the damn mosquitoes don't care about the lights. They hone in on you.
Oh, I know. It's bad. It's bad. Like I said, after about 30, 40 minutes, I guess they must live in those reeds on the lake, and then they go do something. Because after about that, they're gone. You still get the chizzywinks, but I mean, the skeeters are pretty much gone. But I'm telling you, that 40 minutes, I'm thinking about taking like a big trash bag and just crawling in it, letting Lindy twist tie the top of it, and not let me out for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Welcome, J&J. But they're just bad. I mean, but
Yeah.
and we invite.
And the only reason I know about the red lights is when I was flying in the Air Force, we used red to keep our night vision from going down. That was the key.
Shane, you're one of the men in black, man. If you tell me what color light, the only thing I won't do is look at your little pin you got.
That was coming next, but you called me
Oh,
out.
I know. When we took you fishing, I know at the boat ramp, you kept saying, "Hey, man, look at this," and I was like, "No."
Flashback idea might work.
I'm telling you, Rob. Rob's been out there. And speaking of that, Rob, as soon as we put a video out where we're really getting on the specs, let's get together and you come down again, man. That was a blast. But they're bad. They're bad. And when Roland called me earlier, I invited him on one of the crappy trips. Would that not be the video? I mean, that would be the video.
Yeah.
Lindy, you
If
driving
you
the pod?
could get Roland catching fish on your boat,
Yeah.
that'd be the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, he was all laughing about it and into it. And I was telling him, I said, can you picture the video of Lindy driving the pontoon and me and Roland sitting in them two chairs in the front, just hoo-hawing it. Lindy had talked about going live, but I was like, oh, no. I mean,
We got to for a little bit.
yeah, maybe for a little bit that Roland knew it, but you can't let him not know you're going live because, oh, hell.
Hey, 351.
His conversation really changes when it's not live.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
David.
What's up, 351?
Hello.
But, the snowbirds are trickling back into town, so we're starting to see, like today at Donkeyland, what was it? 4 trucks?
3, 4, 5 trucks.
5 trucks when we got there, which one of them had 2 kayaks in it.
Brave on those kayaks at Donkeyland.
And man, we were in the, Shane, Donkeyland's not huge, but we were in the back lake in the very back. And them kayakers ended up back there around where we were. I mean,
Wow.
that's all the way across the front lake, all the way in that back corner.
That's a good 2 miles, right? About 2 miles?
At least across there. And all the grass, I mean, a lot of that had to be just treading grass.
Yeah.
It's a damn 4 mile across there. My woman, she don't do good on this flatland. She said it ain't a mile across there. I was like, oh, it is.
Oh,
Maybe.
Rob, can you not get people to work for you, buddy?
Think about it, Lindia. How long does it take us to go from the boat ramp to that back hole and we're running 50 miles an hour?
Yeah, with UWFO, we don't take no time.
How long? 5 minutes? 5 minutes? Think about it. 5, 6 minutes? 8 minutes? Multiply that by 50 miles an hour. It's a damn good haul across there. Welcome, Lance.
Donkeyland's not huge. It's not like a Lake Eufaula or a Seminole where you run 30 miles on it, but
No.
Fisherman, Lance.
it's a small, good fishing lake.
It is. Lance, real cool guy. All these are people from over at Hog Legs. Any of these names you don't recognize, everybody in here is a great guy, a great person. It may not all be guys. And like I said, any of you catfishing people that want to, hang on, let me finish what I'm doing. I can't talk and type. Want to come up and talk about your channel? You're more than welcome to. There's a lot in here that don't know who you are. Welcome, Steve from Wyoming.
Hello, Steve. Tell Miss Susie hello.
Steve is a man. If he ain't catching something or out on the ocean, he's climbing a mountain somewhere chasing something.
I love his channel. If you're not following Steve, hook his channel.
That's right, Buck. See, that 60 mile an hour is a mile a minute. So if it takes 5, 6 minutes at 50, so you got to double it. So that's 2.5 miles.
Yeah, okay.
It just don't seem like it when you have that depth where you're not really holding on, but when you're hunkered down in that passenger seat and it just seems
Well, John,
like
the other thing is you're not passing a lot of things on the lake because it's flat.
Yeah.
You can't really put relevance to the how you're traveling.
Oh, Shane, as much as we fish it, I did it with Coach. We got him, trying to find fish. We got way off in the corner. We got ready to head to the ramp, and I literally stood up a minute and looked around and had to stand there a moment and go, where the hell am I at on the lake? I guess from that angle, looking back, I was like, okay, where are we at? I had to get You know, there's certain palm trees. Okay, there's the palm tree. All right, I know where I am.
Yeah.
Oh, did I tell the boat plug story last week in the cypress stump? When I had Coach in there, right where we're talking about, them stumps have been above water most of the time we fish there. You know, we got a little extra water. They're all underwater. I am barely idling, and I do one of those where you ride up on the stump and it just kind of picks you up a little bit. And, you know, I put it in neutral. I just kind of slide off of it. We go on about our business. We haul ass to the ramp. I get the boat out of the water. I go back around to why is Shane blinking?
I'm good.
All right.
My camera.
But, you know, I put the boat on the trailer. I go around, you know, putting everything up. I go to take the boat plug out. And the kind I have has like the straight bar. You know, it doesn't fold. It's just a straight bar.
Yep.
It was pulled. The whole plug was pulled about halfway out. And that one straight bar was bent up. So all I could think is when I come off that stump, you know, it went through. It just kind of slid off. It caught the boat plug just right that it damn near pulled it out.
Hey, Tucker.
Yeah.
What's up, Tucker?
You know, boat plugs today, you screw them in. The newer models, you know, it's a screw in. There's nothing to hang out to catch on.
Right.
But, you know, back in the day when I was growing up, you had that old plug from the inside.
Yeah.
You know, folded up.
Right.
You know,
the one I use is, like I said, got the little T on it, you know, on the back, and you twist it, you know. And normally you don't hit anything. But do what?
It still can catch on something.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, normally that with the motor down, that's a pretty safe spot unless you're stump jumping, apparently.
Hello, baby buck.
And so that's the cool thing here. You know, we don't have a lot of rocks, you know, if you go to Three Forks, you got palm trees in the water and all, but that's a whole different story. But like Donkey Land, you know, 2.5 foot of water, I'm rolling 50. There ain't no stumps, no rocks, no sandbars. It's just sandy bottom and a bunch of grass. Worst thing going to happen, the grass going to grab you and just slow you down.
Yeah, when I rode in the boat with you, you were flying through there, and I looked at the depth finder. I was like, it's only 3 or 4 foot.
Oh, yeah.
But I do, you know, you're comfortable, I'm comfortable.
Oh, yeah. And you'll learn from me, too. If I'm rolling along and all of a sudden I give it a little more speed real quick, that's because I realize we are real shallow at the moment. Because you know how our boat is, that last little gust, I can come up I'll probably bring that prop up another inch with that last little ump.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't get to the inside of mine. That's through that's the cranking battery. It's way down in there. You never get in there. Axel Bogley. We were in the boat today and clicked the radio on for a little bit. And of course, if you live in Florida, every time you turn the radio on, you search that dial, Guns N' Roses is playing on some channel. I don't care. I believe you can go to a country station and find Guns N' Roses. But anyway, it was Welcome to the Jungle, and we just sat in the boat and laughed about Bogley singing that.
One of the greatest videos ever on YouTube.
Yeah, and I got like 2 or 3 videos out of that, so it was good. You know, he got one, I got a couple. Oh, there's some in there.
And there's the concrete feeding troughs too.
Yeah, a few years ago when it was real shallow, we found a big cattle concrete feeding trough. I kind of know where it is. I know it's along the canal, so we just stay out of that little area.
And we think there's
How long was it, John? Is it just a short one, or is it a big long cattle?
No, it's a big long, like a homemade concrete, big, look like when we first rolled up on it, it was in about a foot under the water. It looked like freaking King Tut's tomb or something. Yeah. I was like, what in the Hades is we got going on here? As you get up there to it, you're like, oh. So I even went and got one of those shiner fishermen, you know, the guys that catch shiners, those white poles. I stuck a pole on there. We brought some empty milk jugs. I've tied them to it because I mean it's a lower unit getter. Oh, well. But you have to.
Oh hell yeah, that'll tear one out right real quick.
But see, you wouldn't get it in normal shallow water. Now when the water's up is where you get it because I mean you could get over it. But anyway, not thinking the hell a week, the first clump of ice that come through there, that all that shit floats around, and it took freaking jugs and whatever everywhere.
I mean, that's only if you're going to like edge fish.
Yeah.
You know, because it's right on the edge at the canal, where they emptied the canal and made it like a little
mound.
bridge
You remember, Shane, where that canal goes across, and they dug it out in the field,
in the
they just
middle.
piled that dirt shit, sand. So when they filled the lake, there's a hump when you cross it. It's right along one of those humps.
Well, John, if I remember when I was looking at the history of building that donkey land, they built a canal around most of the outside of the lake, right? The
that's how
of the lake on the west, north, and south side has a canal around it, correct?
Right. That's how they got the dirt for the dike. They just dig and pile the dike dirt up,
Yeah.
What's up, Hogleg?
And then you got that channel right down the middle.
Right. Now, what I think was like one of the original irrigation, because, before they made the reservoir, it was a fields and they were trying to keep them dry. So there's all these canals. And if you look at it on Google Earth, you can still see the orange rows, where that grass grows, it grows in rows through there. That's where we've been catching fish is, I guess it must have been like a drainage ditch, because you'll see about a 3-foot wide path will go through the middle, perfectly straight across the lake through thick ass hydrilla mats. And it's they're spaced out. So if you could take the boat right down it, fish at each edge, it's prime.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome, Southwest Florida. Welcome, Joe.
Greg, I don't think correct spelling, they know how to spell my name correctly. So you couldn't say it into a phone and then, a microphone and didn't know how to spell it.
Oh, when he put Linda, he's trying it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're doing speak to text, it's in the, Lyndia.
Yeah.
Best way to remember it is like India, like the country, just slap an L in front of it. India is how you say it. Well, there's a $50 giveaway to the first 10 people, Joe. Hate you missed it. That's right, Joe. And we only had 10 people, so you're actually number 11 when you came in. Joe knows better than that. If we're doing any kind of giveaway, he'd have won something. He always does.
Yeah, as long as Mark J's not here.
Him and Mark J clean up on it.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of giveaways, the night before Thanksgiving, my Wednesday Night Live, I'm going to give about $300 worth of tackle away. So
Sweet.
I'm going to do it live. So if you want some free tackle, dial in, right? And you guys know I don't skimp on the tackle.
Oh, I know you don't. Yeah,
my pile is way too big.
Yeah, I picked me out a reel on an Omnia we're going to order.
Catfish Fever and Outdoors, welcome.
How you feeling, Fever? Fever's been in the hospital with COVID. I think it was yesterday or today one, he felt better and was starving to death. All he kept whining about is he wanted somebody to bring tacos, hamburger, anything. He was hungry.
Yeah, that's when you can tell when you're getting better.
We just hanging out, Fever, just talking to Shane Flynn Outdoors.
Man,
I keep what, Shane?
I said a lot of people when they get COVID, they can't taste anything, so they're like, or smell or taste anything, and they're like, they don't eat. That's good that he's looking for tacos.
Yeah, I like tacos.
Like a good sign.
Oh, what's he feeling like? Feeling like a fat man in a grocery store. Oh, what's Buck got? I finally cleaned out my car and found about 20 pounds worth of tackle and 40 pounds worth of ammo. I could have a really good giveaway. Okay. I'm not good with abbreviations, dude, because my brain goes, I'm thinking, God, ass wipe.
What's a gall?
Yeah, I'm thinking something about an ass wipe, something, I'm trying to figure it out.
That's when somebody does something like golly.
Oh, Shiner guy's still rocking his Shane Flint hat.
Yay.
Thanks, Shiner guy. I'm going to get a lot more of those out next year. So,
wait a minute, I see somebody pumping us here. Free is okay, but 20% at Bruiser Baits is where it's at. That's right, Joe. And how do you get 20% off at Bass Addiction Gear and Bruiser Baits? Use code what?
SWC, all caps, 20%.
And Hogleg, that don't mean right. SWC, and then the words all caps, 20. Hogleg's my man. He does his live in the morning, and man, that's where I go to practice my comedy routine. I just sit there, crack on them, on all of them. I wish damn Slim
Where are they
Shady.
fishing at? What area of the country are they fishing in?
Hog leg. Well, he's turtle hunting in South Georgia,
Okay.
and that's a joke. He did a catfishing live, and he caught a turtle. So from then on, I like turtles, and that's what I say. Everybody sends hog leg T-shirts and all, and that's what I told him. That's his. They keep asking, "What's your favorite color?" And I wrote, "Free is hog leg's favorite color." And Ted gets a nickel.
Yeah.
See, you didn't put the code in, Joe, so you don't get the nickel. You just wrote the back part. And that's funny. When Ted comes down fishing, I am going to give that dude a freaking big old jar of nickels. Because that's been our joke. He gets a nickel every time he says our code. So he's getting paid in nickels. I'm sorry. If he drives back, he can hit every damn toll between Okeechobee and damn Pennsylvania and pay it with nickels.
There you go. You probably run out of money when he gets around Pennsylvania on paying tolls over nickels.
I don't know, man. The Florida Turnpike will suck that right up too, man.
They don't.
Really?
I guess they do take cash, but we passed those ones
Yeah.
that said exact coins. Yeah.
Right, a lot of them won't take cash anymore. And see, this is over from Hog Leg. Everybody, that knows Hog Leg ain't ever been fishing.
You been catching?
Nah, it's just a hard time. Everybody says Hog Leg don't go fishing and catch fish. Everybody's got a reason for somebody to pick on them along the way. It's quite hilarious. Hog Leg's got him a new sidekick now, Quiet Man Curtis, who's not very quiet.
And easily intimidated.
Okay, everybody hear that? I've told her this. Well, I told it in the live about Chad coming in there. He fell for it again the other morning. Somebody said something, and Chad goes, they made a fat joke, and Chad's like, "Well, I'm leaving. I'll put up with a lot, but you're not going to make fun of me being fat." And freaking Curtis started, I wasn't calling you fat. I even wrote in the chat, "Wow, he's going to fall for it again."
Hey, Mr. Tully.
Hey, John, what time do they do their lives in the morning?
From 5 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Oh, I'm going to have to tune in. I'm up at 5. I'm up at 4:30.
It's fun. See, I love it because a lot of people join it, and that's how they drive to work. They got the phone on in their truck, and they're talking on the live. And man, me not getting up and going to work, I love watching those guys go to work. It just gives me that fuzzy feeling in the mornings. Every time one of them has to leave, they're like, "Well, guys, I'm at work. I got to punch in." I just sit here and I get all warm inside because I'm not doing that. Oh, I know. There you go. Hog is a Georgia Bulldogs fan. And if you don't get it once, you get it 40 times during that live. Wait a minute, let me put Hog Leg. Go Dogs. Oh, we hear the Go Dogs all the time. Fun stuff, Shane. You'll enjoy it there. I mean, some really good people that and it's family acting a fool. Nobody just gets way out of control. But
And isn't there like a person or two that comes on live and lets the camera show?
yeah, while they're
driving?
fishing. Oh, driving. Yeah,
while
Danny
they're
Stone.
driving in the
Eric.
morning.
Yeah, Eric does it every morning. Then if people are still catfishing all night, they'll join. And, one screen will be people fishing. But here you go Dogs. But Jeb Hog Leg is really, he's an interesting man. Shane Hog Leg is a farmer. He's a farmer guy.
Okay.
Yep, he works the dirt and does it. He's a true farmer. You know what he farms?
Sure.
You know what he farms?
What's he farm?
He's got a worm farm. And I ain't talking a big one. I'm talking about dirt on the back. But I kid him about the farm life for him. So he's farmer Hog Leg. But they won't use them fishing. They won't use them. He won't use them fishing. It's one of them love-hate relationships, He's done made friends with them, so he won't take his worms fishing. And see, Lance said that Hog Leg really loves LSU Tigers. I mean, it's that kind of atmosphere in there. They're just back and forth all the time. It's fun.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to tune in. It during the weekdays or every morning?
Monday through Thursday.
Okay.
Oh, and now they got Mr. John Parker has started doing one Friday in that time slot. He is an older, I hate to call people older. He's a little older than me probably, but he is a freaking character. Shane, he started his live this morning. I think some people think it actually happened that way. I'm pretty sure it was set up. But that old guy, him and his wife are in a camper. You know, they got a house, but they stay over at the camper. I mean, they're a cool old retired couple. Crazy. Kind of Fred Sanford-y, Archie Bunkerish that go to church. I mean, it's funny. But anyway, when his live starts this morning, he starts the live. You see the icon. Then you hear a bunch of disgusting, let's just say farting noises, like he's in the bathroom. I mean, it goes on for a minute or two. Then you hear the flush. And then he comes back and sits down. Now, it's all just his icon. And you hear him kind of like, well, I need to get this live started. And he's talking. He goes, oh, crap, I'm already live. I hope nobody heard that. And, I mean, I think I'm 90% sure he staged it all. But freaking hilarious. I mean, the old guy he is just a freaking hoot. I don't know, man. We in the tough bite. We caught some today.
It's not a really good steady bite.
Yeah, Shane, we would go along today. I don't want to say how many we caught, but we'd go along and not get a bite, and you're in perfect water, and you're like, holy crap, what the hell's going on? And no, let me start the story. We get there, and I run across the lake. We stop the boat. I grab my rod. I make one cast. I make two casts. Third cast, about a 4 or 5 pounder. And the reason I say the size, because it all but the tip of the tail comes up in the air, trying to get my swim bait and dives around, misses it. So I look at Lindy and we're like, oh, it's on today. Then we went about an hour, I think, before we got another damn bite anywhere. One of those days. But then you get to one spot, dude, and get one or two that were just, they had to have it. Or you couldn't have kept those fish off your bait. And then move 5-10 feet and go back to just nothing. And hit the same kind of, I mean, it was tough today.
Yeah. Well, you know, John, this time of year, I mean, I know it's not fall like we have here in Virginia, right, but with all the temperature fluctuation, those Florida bass, they're very temperament, you know.
And then the one that just tears it apart, you pull the little joker in, he couldn't be any fatter. But that's the truth right there. What Buck Williams says, if you take a white, a little older than me, hefty-sized gentleman and pretend like he's Foghorn Leghorn, that is Mr. John Parker. That's how he talks. That's how his whole that's true. He is Foghorn Leghorn.
Definitely want to check his channel out.
Yeah, he does it on Fridays. Hogleg does Monday through Thursday. Mr. Parker does it on Fridays. But great people. His wife Dana. I mean, they are a hoot, man. They are a freaking hoot. It's burbot fishing season here now. What is a burbot?
A burbot.
I like burbot. It reminds me of one of them damn robots that fight on TV, battle bots.
Battle robots, yeah.
Yeah, that's some damn kids and people they got too much time on their hand.
Boy, boy.
I said, boy. That's how he is, Mr. Foghorn Leghorn. Bless him. Bless him. He's about blind, and he'll go live on his tablet. So when he goes to read the chat, most people write it in all caps, but he has to. Now, picture the whole time he's doing that, his Foghorn Leghorn is just talking, like I said, not bad junk, but talking junk freaking the whole time.
Hello, anything?
Well, burbot are cool-looking fish. It's a freshwater cod. I've been called a freshwater cod before.
Are we talking about mudfish? What I call a mudfish down in Florida, Georgia.
We call it a bowfin.
Or bowfin, yeah, bowfin.
No, freshwater cod couldn't be compared to a bowfin.
No.
I don't know much about a cod, but I know that ain't no cod.
I got to look here.
Look it up. What's up, Anyfin? Anybody that doesn't have Anyfin, this is your one. Everybody gets one kindness. Anybody doesn't have Anyfin, go watch him. He needs just a few more watch hours to get all that he needs. Good guy, good channel, great kids. You really all should go check him out.
His son Kevin is a top-notch fisherman.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. He ties his own lures. I mean, he just for a young man fishing, he's top notch.
All right, that's it. That's all the good he gets out of me. Now we're back to. I bet you hated when Lance Armstrong lost his nut.
Yeah.
He used to race bicycles, so I always give him Lance Armstrong jokes.
So I just looked it up, John. Burbot, I've caught a burbot up in when I lived in Minnesota. They look kind of like a snakehead.
Oh, so it is about halfway bowfinny looking.
It looks like that, yeah, but it's not the same. I do remember catching those up in Minnesota when I lived up in that area.
See what Anyfin said? They made it tonight. Cool.
Oh, sweet. Good. Congratulations.
Yeah, I know. Y'all call them bowfins, mudfish, grinnell,
Yeah.
Uncle Bucks. No, cousin Bubba. Call them Bubbas. Man, I hate to say it. I miss the old Uncle Buck and Bubba videos. Did you ever watch any of those, Shane? Were you around then?
Yeah, I did.
Man,
I've seen some of those.
man. Never get monetized because there are more F-bombs in 15 minutes than I've heard in a lot of rough places. But I would laugh.
Oh, I did too.
Eel pout.
Yeah.
You
Good
northern
fish. They're good eating fish.
You northern folks is funny. What the hell's an eel pout? That's something Bugley does when his fish comes off. He sits in the back of the boat and eel pouts. Chopic is Cajun for bowfin, LOL.
Still mudfish. I don't care.
Chopic, that's the things you pay for on the internet, isn't it, Buck? On them Asian websites, you always get the Chopics.
Only you, John.
I had to go way around to get there.
Yeah.
And yes, Hogleg says, well, Chris M. But Chris M, he dropped the P word in our live the other day. I'm not sure what joke he's making, but he dropped it in catfish. That made me #1 troll. Chris M used to be #1.
I think he's referring to cats.
Yeah, he's making some kind of joke, and it don't come off well.
Because he eats catfish. And he
Oh, maybe that's it.
yeah.
Pronounced shoepick.
He's trying to be.
Then why the hell don't you spell it like shoepick?
Shoepick.
Spell it like it sounds.
Yeah.
You make me want to pick. But yeah, I do. I troll his damn live. And I do, Hogleg, I do good. I refrain from saying that. While we on the Hogleg, we are in my live now. I want to know what you said in the basement of your live that makes Curtis and everybody laugh so hard that you won't dare say on a live. Wait till 9 o'clock. When it gets 9 o'clock, you jump your little hair parted butt up here and we gonna see what you said.
Oh my.
Retro Bassin lives up in northern Florida. I talk to Chris all the time. He's planning on beating us at Donkeyland pretty soon. He's going to bring down the damn retro wagon. That's what Shane, you ever seen his boat where he got it all rigged with like 70s gear?
Yep.
Yeah,
I've seen it. Matter of fact, I was watching some of his videos this afternoon. I was watching the one where he shouted out your channel.
Yeah. That was cool. Where he did docs too, the
YouTube channel. Well.
That was cool. But yeah, I've been thinking on it, Hogleg. I'm trying to think of how I thought what you might have said that had them laughing and how I could say it politely. And what is it today I come up with? Let me see. If you could toot your own flute, would you name that tune? See, I don't know if do you get the question I thought he asked, Curtis? If you could toot your own flute, would you play the game Name That Tune?
Pink hand waving. Anything does the pink hand waving.
Yeah, that's so funny. The phone's, looks like a little pink hand, but the computer says Hogleg hand dash pink dash waving. I'm like, what the heck is Anyfin trying to say?
Yeah.
Look at Hogleg. He said, yeah. Nailed it. There's 2 parts to that question, though, Hogleg. there's another part after that that I am not going to get into at this moment. We can later. But that's funny. And the Quiet Man Curtis guy, it just tickled him, and you couldn't even bring it up that he got to laughing. It's quite hilarious. Yeah, Curtis was crying. And like I said, these guys get on there and they'll get 5 or 6 up on the panel, and they just, I mean, they're acting a fool. I mean, hell, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Then there's like one dude's there from California, so it's like 3 or 4 in the morning wherever he's at. It's weird. Most people just got up. He's just going to bed. He looks like Eminem.
Oh, that must be.
Yeah, I call him Slim Shady all the time.
Hollywood, what's his name?
What's his damn name? It's swears up and down his real last name. His name is Gabriel Skywalker. I don't think that's his last name. He don't look a bit damn Jedi-ish to me. He don't look like an Indian, and he don't look like a Jedi. Like I said, he looks like Eminem with a perm. No disrespect. I like the guy. Q-Tip. That's right, Catfish Beaver. He kind of looks like a Q-Tip and a wife beater. Funny guy. But he does look like a Q-Tip wife beater.
Yeah. He's lacking the force, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he ain't got no force. He ain't got no force. He might weigh 150 pounds, wet, hair loaded with Jerry curl. Yeah, he might weigh 150, 120 pounds, or 115, 120. Funny guy. Makes me laugh. So it's like I said, it's a hodgepodge of people. And Hogleg's just an old Southern boy. South Georgia. I know, Hog. Right now you're going, go dog. See, I say that way too fast. Hogleg says it more like, go dogs.
Yeah, there's no fast speaking in Georgia.
No, he's South Georgia. He don't talk fast. He ain't no hurry. Ain't no hurry. Oh, they did their live, early in the morning, then did like a challenge, a battle between 2 catfishing dudes. So they stayed up from like 9:30 to 1 o'clock after their live. Oh, by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Hogleg was melting. I mean, all you could see was this. Yeah, he done been up, all night and half the day. That was fun.
Pontoon Jody's live now.
Yeah, she always goes live on Friday nights.
Catfishing. That girl can pull in some big catfish.
She does.
Oh man, that's a.
Have you seen any
catching girl, woman?
Have you heard of her, Shane?
No. Who is
the lady? It's a lady, and her name is Pontoon Jody.
Oh, now, I have seen her.
Yeah. Now she's got a fella she fishes with some, but there for the longest it was just her and her pontoon all night catching big ass catfish. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, she's go girl.
Uh-oh. My comment just went ghost mode. Never seen that before. I didn't do it. Oh, welcome, Mr. John Parker. We were just talking about you doing the lives on Friday. That's Mr. John Parker.
Welcome in, John.
As he got described, Mr. Foghorn Leghorn himself.
And your wife, Dana.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to be brave here, Mr. Parker. I've been pumping up your channel. I would be very excited if you graced our live with your presence for a little bit. I'm sure everybody would love to meet you.
Absolutely.
Oh, great guy. Great guy. Make you laugh. Him and, like I said, him and his sweet wife, Dana.
Boy, you can't
See, that's where it starts. Mr. Parker tell everybody, you can't fish worth a lick. That's kind of like his catch for, like you say, fishing is fun. Yeah. Mr. Parker says, you can't fish worth a lick. I didn't get an approval, Buck. I don't think. No, man. I guess YouTube just didn't like what you had to say. And Mr. Parker, I went back and listened to your intro to your live this morning. Made me laugh. You a clever rabbit. That's all I'll tell you. You are a clever rabbit. So what you doing, Shane? What are you doing this weekend? You just been sitting there listening. What are you up to?
It's cold. I got the heater going right now. Got a cold front move through, so I'm just going to be chilling out this weekend. It's just time to relax. I did a couple days fishing during the week, but yeah, I'm just going to be relaxing. Got a couple. I got my videos ready to go for the next couple of weeks. Now I don't have tournaments going, so I've got to get the content out there. But I've been getting that tuned up for the next few weeks.
That's got to be a lot of work. All your tournaments, keeping all that spreadsheets and all that. That's got to be a lot of work.
It can't be any harder than keeping track of all the damn aliens that live with us on this planet. And you know, Shane being one of the men in black, he does that on the regular. So what's a tournament? I bet there's aliens that were. I bet the people that won the damn tournament were aliens, and they cheated because Shane had something to do with the damn men in black.
I just get the aliens to keep the spreadsheet for me, Lindia. That's what I do.
You do what? You have
I have the aliens keep the spreadsheet going for me. So
That's what it is.
yeah, it is. It's going to be a relief. I love doing the tournaments, but it's going to be a good relief for the next few months not to have any tournaments going on. But I love doing them.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I'm sure, man. I mean, like I said,
You're
that's
great.
that's
You're great at it.
yeah, you do great at it.
Yeah.
And I'm just kidding. He's not in the men in black, but he's the only person I know that was in the Air Force that got paid to lay on his belly and pass gas.
That is correct.
And how many years did you lay on your belly and pass gas for the U.S. government?
27 years.
27 years. Mr. Parker, I know you're fond of passing gas. I bet you never thought in your life that the Air Force, they want you, Mr. Parker. The Air Force wants you. Actually, he worked the refueling plane. So he laid in the back of the plane and worked the nozzle to refuel planes. But technically, he laid on his belly and passed gas for the U.S. government. I've been doing it for Lindia for free all these years.
It didn't work for the government, though.
I'm more
Every
than
month when I get my retirement check from the government, I just think about, I had a pretty good job.
Hey, we were referred to as the men in brown, so leave us gas passers alone. That's right, Mr. Parker. You've been doing it for free and had no clue. It could be, you can look in history books and see things like when Teddy Roosevelt charged up San Juan Hill, and when MacArthur said, "I'll be back." Well, no, Arnold Schwarzenegger said it. Or
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
"I'll return." That was MacArthur. It could have been John Parker, last gas. See, history. Everybody, you never die when you go down in history. That's why there's so many crazy killers nowadays. Because these kids realize they are nothing, ain't never going to be nothing. Nobody really gives a dang about them. So they say, I know how to get in the history book.
If I kill somebody, they're going to remember me.
My opinion, which we don't want to get into all that. But
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but there's some truth behind that for sure.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep things positive.
See,
Positive notes.
I came to that crossroad in life. Do I start killing people or do I make a YouTube channel? So I made a YouTube channel.
Thank you, John.
Well, never mind. We're not gonna go
But it wasn't about killing people.
But I've heard the story about your neighbor, so I'm
Hey, we're not going there.
Yeah, we're not going there. That's what I was.
You remember I made the new neighbor cry, so we've upgraded. I've gotten better in my old age.
Upgraded or downgraded, however you want to look at it.
I like to think it means I'm living a better life. I'm getting older.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm thinking about, eternity and stuff like that. So I didn't kill this one. I just made him cry. And there's another thing you're saying. There's a lot of truth in that. I mean, it's one of those jokes that you're like, well, there's a lot of truth in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if you heard earlier, Shane, we literally backed the boat in the yard about 7:15. I threw a thumbnail up, back, coming here, cranked the live up. Like I said, we're both sitting here. Like I said, my hands still smell like dinks.
Yeah, I still got my
Dinks and corn dogs.
visor on and everything.
Dinks and corn dogs. Man, that's how you know you got a good life. When it's 8:49 at night and my hands smell like fish and corn dogs. I got it made, Shane Flint.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean,
yeah.
you get to go fishing when you want.
every day when I walk.
Anytime we want to.
We're going out on Okeechobee tomorrow because snowbirds are coming here. I want to see where they're all taking their pontoons and crappie fishing. So we're going to grab our pontoon, turn the lights on early, try to look like a couple snowbirds, and we're going to mix amongst them.
There you go.
Going undercover in snowbirds.
That's how that was probably about that, right?
Yeah.
Who knows South Florida bass fishing, dude? No.
What I missed?
You
This
ever
one?
pass out while going to your tackle box and wake up with a face full of treble hooks? No, but we had a friend do that in a litter box.
I was going to say, but my best friend Batty did the exact same thing in a damn cat's litter box, except when he came up, his whole face was covered in cat turds. That was probably funnier. God, we laughed at that. That was Batty. Everybody loves Batty. That's a Batty story. We were up at Philpott's deer hunting, and man, Shane, the way it worked, Batty's standing there by the washing machine. I mean, doing one of these, rollings. Philpott couldn't talk to you without cussing you out and holler like, God dang it, boy, what's about you? You okay? And Taylor looks over so cockily and goes, I'm good. Turns his head that way and goes, whack, right into that kitty litter box. And then got up and had turds and kitty litter all in his stubbly beard, and we just let him walk around for a while like that.
Of course.
But Philpott was funnier. He's all drunked up. His mama calls, who lives down the mountain. They made a cake for Jeff's wife. So Jeff looks at us and says, come on, we got to go to mama's. And I tried to let me drive. He wouldn't. So we do I'm not drinking. We do the drunken roll down the mountain. We get the cake. We get back to the house. And his mama was a sweet, she's dead now, but a sweet old country lady. She made this cake and she put all these toothpicks on it and put saran wrap over it. You know what I mean? The toothpicks keep the saran wrap on the icing. Drunk ass Jeff gets out the truck with the cake, walking to the back door. Taylor's drunk too. Taylor's like, you all right, man? You got that cake? I got this cake. All right. Bam. Belly down on the cake. He gets up, pulls his shirt up, dude. And where them toothpicks got him in the belly, it looked like little BB mark. I mean, it was all in a pattern. I laughed.
And no one got any cake neither.
No cake. And this is all, but most of these stories are before you're having your flip phone out to get any of this crap on.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Man, I've seen them guys.
There's Teddy.
There's Teddy. I'm going to have to tell one more, Shane. We're all sitting in the TV room, which is where we hung out during deer season at night. Philpott's married his sister, somehow kin to him. Antoine, brother-in-law. Antoine comes up there. He's from like up north somewhere. We're in Virginia, Bassett, Virginia, actually. Antoine comes in after dark. Taylor's just running drunk. He looks at me and Philpott and Taylor and goes, there's a big buck out in the driveway. Now, Jeff's driveway is probably half a mile of little rolling paved hills. You can't see little valley. You pop up, you can't see down.
Yeah.
Taylor, I'm going to get that. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, rolling drunk. Gets his boots on, grabs his bow, gets a flashlight. Antoine, like, I'm going to go watch this. Those two disappear out the door. Me and Philpott just sit there in the TV room. We watch TV. We're BSing, It gets to be a while. It's like 45 minutes, something. Philpott looks over and goes, what do you think you're doing? I was like, damn, about forgot about it. I don't know. Well, a little bit later, Antoine comes walking in. We're like, where's Batty? I don't know, man. He went down towards the end of the driveway, staggering towards that deer, whatever. Antoine just blew it off. Me and Jeff get in the truck. We start going down the driveway. We come over to first knoll. There's Batty's boots sitting in the driveway. Like I said, it's dark. Nothing but his boots sitting there. We're like, oh shit, he done went Indian on us. He done took his boots off to do a sneak attack. We go on down the driveway, get down at the end, down to the pasture. There's Taylor, Batty, standing in the edge of the woods, staggering down there, just looking around. Now here's Taylor standing there. We pull the truck right up beside him. And these are big weeds. It's a big weed patch. Philpott rolls the window down. Taylor's like, by God, I missed him. I could have shot him. And just this runking Grant. And Batty's standing there. He starts going. And we're sitting in the truck. Dude, you look out and it's freaking yellow jackets. And they are just They come up out of them weeds and they're just getting all over Batty. I shit you not. Philpott just goes, brrr, rolls that window up, locks those doors. We just sit there a minute or two. Taylor's outside the window. I mean, drunkenly getting his ass lit up. So we laugh. Philpott just drives off, leaving him. We get up the hill a little bit. Philpott's laughing. Dude, about 2 or 3 yellow jackets come out of the defroster vent of the truck into the cab. Oh, Philpott bails, man. He's like, I'm out of here. It was fun. It's hilarious.
Hey, Rigo, welcome.
Welcome, Arrigo. We just telling crazy old stories.
That's
Yeah. And like I said,
it's
just
crazy when you think about what we, 25 years ago, 35 years ago, whatever time frame you want to look at.
This is
But
about
we had smartphones back then.
Hear me,
We
Shane?
could have had some crazy footage.
Yeah, this was only like 10 years ago, actually, Shane.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, before we move to Florida, all this bass fishing we do, this whole life about fishing was all deer hunting. That's all I did, deer hunting.
Yeah.
Lindy fished. I mean, I went fishing. We'd go, sometimes fish.
Well, I know you guys red in North Carolina, right?
Oh, yeah. We did all that, but once it got to be like bow season, I mean, Lindy would go red fishing by herself or take somebody with her and go, and I was going to Virginia. I'd work Monday through Thursday and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, hunt, come back, work.
I did a lot of bass fishing too by myself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Welcome, PA. That's how we got our first damn bass tracker boat. I had an old hoopty aluminum boat that I duck hunted with, and we fished with it. Had an old 25 Johnson pull rope motor on the back, And Lindy was taking it by herself fishing. I mean, that was the only boat we had. And if you'll remember how them old motors would kick back and snap that rope out of your hand. Lindy came back one day and it had done that.
To my elbow.
She was mad. She goes, I want a boat with a key and a steering wheel. I was headed to Virginia hunting. I'm like, get you a boat with a key and a steering wheel. A couple of days later, she come rolling in with that first bass tracker we had. A damn 17.5 footer that the old boy had put an older big Mercury 70 on the back of. That damn boat sat in the water and it looked like it said looked like it said SS tracker because the back of that son of a gun, the BA was in the water from that motor. But you talk about run. That boat probably do 40 mile an hour with a 17 little tiny boat. We'd go red fishing. Yeah. Dude, we'd go red fishing up the intercoastal waterway, and them dudes thought we were insane. It looked like some kind of little damn drag boat because the old guy that had it weighed like 400 pounds. So it didn't go quite as fast with him in it. We run with it.
Then I wanted to upgrade, get something a little nicer for me, and then that's when I took my money out of my 401k and went and bought
the one we have now.
The nice green one.
The way it looked back then. When we first bought it had a 62 stroke. Dude, that thing was only a few years old. I mean, it was so bass trackery.
Beautiful.
That's been
the way you got your bass tracker rigged up now at the Yamaha, man, that's slick.
That's right? Just years.
It's nice.
That's just years from wishing it was this way, wishing it was that way, and
Tricked out tracker.
Ended up going up there working at the Yamaha shop. Well, was working there when it became a Yamaha dealer. And we were like, oh, we bought the very first motor out of that Yamaha dealership. And it was sweet. I think still sweet.
Yep. I mean, you're probably one of 2 or 3 in the nation with a Yamaha and a bass tracker, if not the only one.
Oh, that's how Mikey Balls knows us. That's how we met. You know what I'm talking about off YouTube?
Yeah, I know Mikey. I watch the shit all the time.
That's how we met Mikey Balls. Because remember, he started out with a bass tracker.
Yeah.
We were at Headwater. Was it Headwaters the first time or Donkey Lake? And he looked over and saw, he goes, I have never seen a Yamaha on a bass tracker. Said something about, what's his name, rolling having a shit fit. What's the Bass Pro guy? Johnny Morris. He goes, I bet Johnny Morris would crap himself. But even that boat place I worked at, they told me, the guy kept telling me, you can't put a Yamaha on a bass tracker. I was like, why? You just can't. It won't. The controls and all. I was like, why?
Outboard's an outboard.
Mercury controls, you got to cut out a big hole for the control box. Yamaha control box, you cut out a little small hole. I made a big stainless steel plate that covered everything. First cut a hole where the Mercury one was, gave me room, made a big cover plate, put my Yamaha hole in it. I mean, it worked just fine.
Yeah. Still working today, right?
Yeah. Same with the hydraulic steering. Trying to put it into that plastic console of that tracker. I cut big stainless steel rings and put one on the back, one on the front. So the hydraulic steering is actually mounted to this metal thing that I made that the dash just happens to be in the middle of it. If that makes any kind of sense. It's all table built off the bracket, and then the dash is just there. You can take the dash out and still have the hydraulic steering. It's cool.
What year did you do that, John? What year is that motor on your boat?
We've been here. This is our 7th year.
2015?
2020. Yeah, it's like a 15 or 16. Maybe it's a 14. Somewhere in there, 14, 15. I'd have to look at the paperwork. Lindy can tell you. You want to know the biggest bass I ever caught in Okeechobee? In the lake Okeechobee. We were down here on vacation. That's how we ended up moving here. We came on vacation for like 12 years. First time we came, we stayed like 4 days. Next year, we stayed 5 days. It got to be like 12 days, then we stayed. But we were down at the Monkey Box, launched at Horny Pond. That's kind of halfway between us and Clewiston. I was fishing a spinnerbait, and I caught a big-ass bowfin. I mean, probably an 8-pounder monster in the lily pads. I got it in. It bent up my spinnerbait. I straightened that thing all out, threw back just a couple casts, and hooked what I thought was another big-ass bowfin. Fought it for a long time, fighting it like you would a bowfin, like, ah, dang it. It came and made a pass by the boat, and it was freaking monster fish. So that was back when, God, that's been 12 years, probably that fish. Anyway, I brought it home, put it in the freezer, was going to get it mounted. I think we waited. It was like 8.6 something. Anyway, my freezer went bad, and I lost a fish in the freezer. So that's been years ago. That's my biggest one in Lake Okeechobee. My biggest one in Florida is a 10.6 from Donkeyland. And it wasn't that exciting. I threw up in a grass bed. It grabbed it. I've had 4-pounders fight way more better than that 10.6 did. It's heavy. First, I thought it was about a 4-pounder with a bunch of grass on it. Then it got there. I was like, oh, hell, that's just fish.
He was lazy. But how many, that's the only one over 10 you've got out of Donkeyland, right, John?
Yes. Only one I've ever got is my PB.
Okay.
I know for a fact, just from the catching enough fish, seeing them, I've lost bigger. I've seen bigger that I lost. Lindy, she hooked that one we call line breaker in that spot we call line breaker. Dude, she hooked a freaking Brahma bull. I'd have loved to have seen that fish. That's probably the biggest.
I think there's been several over 14 caught out of there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they caught a 14 a few months ago on shiners in there.
Yeah.
If you go to Trophy Catch Florida, like every year, there'll be 1 or 2 13-pounders. But, since we've been going there for 5 years, we've caught 16 over 8 pounds that we've turned into Trophy Catch.
Yeah. I mean, you caught 2 trophy catches last year just fishing in my tournaments, if I remember correctly.
I know. One from Donkeyland, one from Headwaters.
Yeah.
Lindy caught, remember that one video? She caught one at Headwaters, and the next morning or whatever, we went to Donkeyland the next day, and she caught another freaking trophy catch. I mean, it was 2 days back to back.
Yeah. I haven't turned any of my Virginia trophy catches in this year. People tell me I'm crazy, but I mean,
what do you get? What do they do for it? I mean, what do you?
Just a little certificate. You get a little something to put on the wall.
Yeah, I have some old Virginia. Those 2 fish that are back there by my bar light, the 2 big bass at top. Yeah. I have the Virginia citations from them hanging on the wall over there from the 70s. It's got like for a better word, the 3D bass on the front where they take another cardboard bass, and you know what I'm talking about, Shane? Have you seen those?
Yeah.
My buddy has some for trout that lives up in Virginia. It's the same principle. They just take a picture of one, put it in front of it. But You know, Florida, you get a T-shirt, some discount cards, like $25 at damn Rapala or something.
Spider Wire.
Yeah.
A couple of different places.
And then for every one you turn in, you get 10 chances on the badass bass boat they give away each year.
But you only get one $25 gift certificate from Bass Pro.
Yeah, your first one, right?
Year, yeah.
Man,
You know, somebody went.
I would do it just for that, just to get some. Yeah.
Dude, we had like 60 chances that one year for that damn bass boat.
The Phoenix, that's what they do.
Yeah, they always do a Phoenix. It's got like a Mercury 150. It'll come with one power pole. They towed it around. If you'll go to Trophy, cool thing is, Shane, if you right now go to Trophy Catch Florida and sign up, you get one chance on the bass boat just for signing up.
Really?
Yeah, for the year. Yeah, you get
No
one
kidding.
shot. And
You have to be a
1
Florida
year,
resident?
you don't have to be in Florida right now. A couple years ago, a dude that won the bass boat never turned a fish in. He just signed up, and he was the winner one.
Luck of the draw.
And they do it.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say they do it crazy. They pick like 5 people. Then at the end, they have like this big seminar thing, you know, big showdown, whatever. And then they back draw to get to the winner. You know, last man standing wins it. Pretty cool.
That's cool.
And then if you catch an 8-pound to 10-pound, you get like 20% off a fiberglass replica if you got it. If you catch a 10-pound to a 12.99, you get another big money off of one. But if you catch one over 13, they give you the free fiberglass replica.
Holy cow, that's a good deal.
It's the same party where they give the boat away. I think they give everybody their big. You can go in there on their website and see the pictures. Remember that girl we knew from last year that caught the 13 something at Headwaters in a kayak?
Yeah.
You go on there, you can see. We saw it in Bassmaster magazine, where they're all getting their fiberglass, 13-pound replicas, which is cool just for catching a fish you caught anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't think we have all that kind of stuff in Virginia, but if we did, by golly, I mean, I've probably caught 20 to 25 citation bass just this year.
Damn.
Because the 22 inches are bigger.
Caught quite a few big ones, yeah.
And
Glacier Shark Outdoors.
that's how smart. Welcome, Glacier. That's the smart of Florida. Florida knows people don't come down here to catch little bass. They come
That's
down here
right.
to catch big bass. That's why Headwaters and Donkey
Land.
Land. That's why they're catch and release only. They used to
Yeah.
let you, like Okeechobee, you used to could keep 5 bass. It didn't matter what they were. Now you can keep 5, but they got to be like less than 14 inches.
Yeah, within like a slot, like redfish.
Yeah, because Florida learned that them big bass are money, man. That's big money.
Yes, they are. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Yeah.
And that's cool. It's cool living here because it's a fishing town and area. So everything around here has to do with fishing. You pull into a damn McDonald's drive-through, there's 4 boats in the line. You go to the grocery store, there's bass boats parked in the fire lane. I mean, it's just everywhere you go, it's fishing this, fishing that. You walk into a convenience store, I mean, like a damn regular old Jiffy Mart, and they got a fishing section over in the back. I mean, it's a pretty wild little place to live.
Yeah, then when the tournaments come to town, it's really hopping.
Oh, yeah. You get like when they do the Bassmaster, the FLW out of the town of Okeechobee. Yeah, it gets pretty cool.
John, how far is
fish
Kissimmee
town
from
at
you?
one time. Do what, Shane?
How far is Kissimmee?
Kissimmee,
Kissimmee from
Yeah.
us.
near Donkeyland, if you
The
That's what I
lake.
was thinking.
lake.
Are you wanting to just get on the lake at Kissimmee or go to the town?
Well, no, I know they fish. I know every year they have a big tournament at Kissimmee, right?
Right. But they're launching farther north. But yeah, it's not
okay.
far from Don. Whenever you see them, they launch from Camp Mac. That's where they have a lot of them on Kissimmee. That's not far from Donkeyland at all. But now
because I remember driving when I drove down from Tampa when I came down to you guys. I remember going to Kissimmee. I just didn't know that area. I just didn't know where they launched from.
right.
It wasn't that far.
Yeah.
Now we have launched, in Lake Kissimmee there, close to Donkeyland, run up Kissimmee, go into Hatch-Nahal Lake, go across it, then into Cypress Lake, go across it,
Lake Toho.
Is it Toho the next one? It seems like I'm leaving one out. But you can run the whole chain north and end up at Lake Toho.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a long run, though, John.
Long run.
Four of them in there.
Yeah, there's four. There's Kissimmee, Cypress, Hatchinahal.
Cypress, and then Toho.
Toho, you have to, you know, that's the only one you have to lock through to get up in. The rest of them is flat. And Shane, you ought to look up some of the like YouTube videos where these guys are launching like at Camp Mac, but they're all fishing at Lake Toho, and watch that freaking race, which it's a river. But as even Random J knows, our rivers are glorified canals. You know, they're just big straight running.
Yeah.
I mean, them bass boats, you know, that's why everything down here is fast, man. You got lots of flat water to cover. You know,
Everybody's in a hurry.
if you ain't first, you last, son. But like on them big tournaments, they have to try to get in that first group of guys that lock through, because it takes like 20 minutes for the rotation.
Yeah, to go
So
through.
if you ain't in that first group to get in there, you're losing 40 minutes of fishing time waiting on a lock to get through.
And it's gotten
Right.
pretty ugly sometimes. Too.
Yeah, that's where they fight. That's where old Ishman Rowe, there's a bunch of famous videos where he gets in a big blah, blah argument with somebody in the lock there at Toho. And then where them lock masters take no bull crap. You talk about Hitler-y kind of people. Oh, they run that like the Gestapo, son.
Oh, I'm sure.
You don't come in there and
Yeah,
dick
they can.
around.
Random J, sir. Hello, Random J.
Yep. And the St. John's is, I think, one of the only rivers in the country that runs south to north.
Yeah.
See, Shane, Donkeyland is actually the headwaters. That's why Headwaters is Headwaters, because it's the headwaters of the St. John's River, but it goes
Right,
up
going
to
up.
Orlando. I mean, it goes up Jacksonville. You know, it goes up from, which is kind of crazy, man.
Which is where
Yeah, when you think you look at the map and you think it's going to go, the water's going to go down, right? When you think about it on a map,
you think
but not always.
Yeah, you'd think so. That's how flat it is down here when a river can run north. And see, Florida
Yeah.
has a ridge up the middle. You get around Sebring, which is how far from us? An hour, a little over an hour.
Yeah, about an hour or so.
It's like sand dunes down the middle of Florida. And that's what it's like driving in. The road is sand dunes. The orange groves are sand dunes. You can tell that was the original sandbar that, you know, come up out of the water that started Florida. I mean, it's a ridge down the middle. And you're the same.
You got to go across them to get to Sarasota, which is beautiful.
So the St. John's is like on the east side of that ridge. So it's, you know, it's flowing that way. Man, hang on, Southwest. You're filling me full of questions. Biggest fish in a canal, dude. I don't canal fish very often, but we've caught a couple pound bass in them, I'm sure, 4 or 5. When we come on vacation, we wouldn't go out on the lake because it was so windy, so we'd fish them.
Yeah, we didn't know the secrets. Yeah.
And I don't know what the best color is. I used Houdini today, and Lindia used
The golden shiner.
Golden Shiner, which are bruiser bait colors.
It's a black and gold, and then the white belly.
Black and gold sides, white belly.
I did have Houdini sitting here on my workbench now.
Man, Houdini is the go-to Donkeyland I have caught.
Hello, Bud Piles.
80% of my fish there probably on a Houdini.
Yeah, it's a good color. That's the same color I use up here. Whatever brand it is, may be different name for it, but it's
I was going to say, I wonder why that color got stuck with the Magician. Because, you know, it's a Houdini, and then Gambler calls it a Copperfield.
Yeah.
that's what Copperfield is what I use in Kitech. Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess a low grade company gets what? Like what's the guy that smashed watermelons? Gallagher. I guess, you know, low budget's got like a Gallagher that color, but it's all some kind of magician. I mean,
Yeah.
what we got here. I've been getting 6 to 8 pound tilapia consistently on 8 or 10 pound line. It's a good fight. What are they biting on, Jay? I thought they were like algae eaters.
Tilapia will eat worms. They'll anything will eat a worm. I mean, an earthworm, a natural
Yeah.
worm.
Tilapia will?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
Brad.
Yeah.
Only tilapia I've ever caught, I snagged it on the side with a swim bait, and I thought I had about a 10 pound bass for the longest time because I snagged him like halfway under his top fin. And dude, that dude was putting on a hell of a fight. It's probably 4 pound tilapia. He was out there doing the old broadside. I thought I had it, man. I got this.
Little League bread, wheat or white, doesn't matter. That's what Random J said for bait.
So how cold is it, Shane? You're talking about freezing. What's the temperature in Virginia?
Right now it's 39 degrees.
39?
Oh my goodness.
39.
Okay, let me do my looky-loo here.
Hogleg, you in here? How do we get Nightbot?
I don't know about that. I watched Nightbot kick people out of Mr. Parker's today, like Anti was saying. I ain't sure about that. I ain't trusting Nightbot.
Okay.
Random J says they taste like shit, though.
Oh, I'm sure, man. It's a damn tilapia. It is a damn. Why can I not?
It was 83 when we come through town.
It was 83 of them. I'm trying to think. Why don't you show me my current check?
7 o'clock.
Yeah, you'll see my video next week. My fishing video I put out. There's we're way past the colors. 78, 76.
76.
Yeah.
My God, John is beautiful.
That
That is my new shirt. Wait till the video comes out. That's a sassy mug right there. Hey, that's actually walking through Walmart. I saw the closeout, the clearance rack. Oh, this caught my eye. I didn't even know it was a fishing shirt. I was like, oh, let's look at that. Was it $9?
Yeah, $9.
$9.
Yeah. Everybody, this is Pontoon Jody that I was telling you about earlier.
Yes. Oh, funny one with Pontoon Jody. And she called me John. That's what's funny. She always writes small waters, like in Hog Legs. I'll say, Jody, make a joke about her cooking, and she'll say, that was funny, small waters, and has to write it all out. So today I wrote, you can call me John, Jody. So she writes, okay, sir, John. I said, ouch on the sir. So she wrote back, okay, ma'am, John. And I was just like, ha, 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 ha.
Good luck out there, Jody.
I just subscribed to her. I've watched some of her videos, but I haven't subscribed. So I just subscribed to her.
Just wanted to say ho.
Yeah.
Hey, ho, hey, ho. I think she called you a hoe.
Y'all want it? I'll take it.
I think Jody stomped up in my. I think Jody just stomped up in our live, looked Lindy right in the face and said, oh.
Y'all want to watch a woman catch catfish, big catfish. Y'all go check out Pontoon Jody.
Yeah.
She knows her
So
stuff.
Southwest Florida asks what part of Virginia I'm in. I live 50 miles south of Washington, D.C. and 50 miles north of Richmond. I'm halfway between Richmond and Washington on 95.
So you're north of Richmond, did you say?
50 miles north.
You're one of them dudes that Oliver guy's been singing about.
Yes.
Damn.
No, not really. But yes, I live north of Richmond.
I knew he was talking about somebody I probably knew, and it was Shane Flint. You watch that dude
But I'm not a Paul
disappear.
Whitman, you know that.
You watch. Oh, Oliver Anthony will just disappear now. He's just gonna. Shane can make one phone call, and you're just gone. I don't know where they go. They just disappear.
It's a flashy light, John.
No, that makes you forget. That's what. That's why the last little bit in the boat when you were telling us that story, I don't remember, and I'm thinking you might have got me.
Got us both, because I don't remember either.
Because we got about done with the passing gas, and it's kind of just, I don't remember a lot after that. I don't remember that. That's funny. Tell me that ain't a dude that just blow up from the flow up. Oh, they ain't FWC. Shane, I think Shane could write you like a intergalactic ticket. Welcome, Glad family. Lindy, if you'll remember, God, it's been a year, maybe my time's bad, through Boxy's channel,
The ones that
moved to Alaska, and they made a YouTube channel of their adventure. Shane, they took like this, and no disrespect, it's like old Winnebago something, I don't remember the details, and drove it from somewhere to way up in Alaska. And man, it was a damn adventure. I mean, I stayed glued to that. It was fun.
trials and tribulations.
So I guess they kicking it up in Alaska now. I've kind of fell out of touch, but
Well,
Welcome.
Yes, good to see you.
I spent 5 years in Alaska, and I've driven the Alcan Highway. I mean, that is no joke driving up there, especially if you got older gear. That's 10 flats, right? Just getting up the Alcan. That's tough.
They had kids, you know, all their belongings. I mean, it's a damn adventure. Seemed like they had a few people maybe riding with them that weren't staying, that just went for the trip. Maybe a brother or something. But it was a really cool adventure. I appreciate them. As they say, thanks for the share. Nice share. Thanks, friend. Yep. Wait a minute. I missed fussing.
It old Winnie. Yeah.
It was an old Winnie.
Are you guys are they still in Alaska now?
I'm assuming.
Are y'all still in Alaska?
Yeah, I'm assuming, Glab, if you are. I mean, you can tell us. I'm assuming. Like I said, I hadn't watched. I don't know if they don't make videos or I just lost contact.
Look what Random J says.
Alaska has a snow emergency situation going on now. You know that has to be a lot of that's got to be a lot of snow. Fishing, we got knocked up and been a bit busy.
Must be Miss Glam here.
See, it's that damn cold weather. You can't get outside.
Well, bless you. Congratulations.
I moved to Alaska and all I got was 3 more kids.
I know.
I mean, there ain't nothing. Hey, when you got to snuggle all night.
I watched that comedian talking about, and like I said, I just repeating what he was talking about was how ugly Alaskan women are and why he understood the nose rubbing. Like, you know, that's like, oh, no, that's it. I ain't going no closer. It's funny. Which the Glab lady is not Alaskan. If I ain't mistaken, you're like a redhead, aren't you?
Glab, what part of Alaska are you in? I lived in Eielson, right next to North Pole for a few years.
Hang on, Shane. I'm a mind reader. I'm not going to look. I bet they live in the cold part. See how good I got. Let's see if I'm psychotic here.
Well, it must be cold. He's near the North Pole. One blanket.
Well, believe it or not, North Pole is not. It's in the middle of the state. It's not in the north part of the state.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm still right. It's the cold part. They have 2 seasons. They have cold and they have freaking cold.
Yeah, right, Random J.
But hey, John, they do have what they call the banana belt of Alaska.
Yep.
And that's down on the coast on Juneau. It doesn't get that cold.
North Pole. They're in North Pole, she says.
Yeah, we raised redheads. I didn't make that sound creepy that I remember that, but I remember redheads.
That's awesome. North Pole is an awesome place to live. Santa Claus house, the naughty shop. That's a beautiful place to live at. And it gets freaking cold.
Hey, I just watched a video about people like you, Shane, where they can fly from the North Pole to the South Pole like immediately. Have you seen the pictures of the perfectly straight contrails that go from North Pole to South Pole?
Mm-mm.
Where they're proving now that it's like some kind of craft is making that trip regularly.
I
Telling you,
haven't
man,
seen that.
do not go down the damn rabbit hole of that damn ancient alien crap, man. It'll have you down shooting at airplanes outside. I'm telling you, it will. And I'm ready to go.
John, I've actually physically flown over the North Pole and over the South Pole in my lifetime.
I don't doubt it. And you've been through the damn Bermuda Triangle and you've been abducted and you ended up getting dropped off in the desert. I've seen the movie, Shane. I know.
But I'm not going to admit to an anal probe. I'll just leave it at that.
See, that's the other thing when that light comes on. Please do that before the anal probe part, not after. No, that's wrong. Do it both. I don't want to know it's coming and I don't want to remember it when it happens. But back to TV shows. I'm getting ready to buy me some damn shovels. And me and Lindy are going to Oak Island. I'm going to find that damn treasure. I'm about tired of that crap. I'm going to go dig that damn hole myself and find the damn treasure.
Oh, my goodness.
I swear, I bet if
you show that leads you on forever, right?
I bet if you go up there with the damn one of them ground radar things, they're digging a damn hole in big circles. You know, oh, we got one more season. Turn left. And oh, we got 2 more. We go right.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I gave up on that show a long time ago, John.
Man, like I said, now they're finding freaking, I don't know, chunks of rock from the damn. Who do they think it is now? The Portuguese done it.
Yeah.
I've watched some the other day, and it's damn Portugal done got something to do with it.
Well, yeah, they went to that one place that's way up under the snow. They found this tunnel that goes down to a lost city.
Yeah.
That was the Superman movie we watched.
No, it wasn't the Superman.
He lived in the ice crystal house thing. I've seen that. But yeah, man, like I said, all them TV shows are, and you know, that's what's funny. The way you turn on a History Channel, they're telling you it's true. Well, then why don't the news have anything to do with it? You know, you're like, you know, if it's son of a gun done landed and people done seen it. Have you seen the one where like the African kids witnessed the spaceship landing, and they've interviewed all these kids over the last 15 years? None of their stories change. I mean, it's
Is that thing?
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but the thing, John, when you watch Ancient Aliens and you see that guy with the crazy hair,
that's
an indicator that he's out of his fucking mind.
No, Shane, that's an indicator that he knows the aliens.
Okay.
The other one I do like is, who's the guy that you watch, the Expedition Unknown?
Josh Gates.
I like that dude. He goes to all these great. That's a good show.
Yeah.
Expedition Unknown, yeah.
And let it be noted, it is 9:26, and Shane dropped an F-bomb before me.
It's all right.
It's okay. It's
after
okay,
9.
but let's let it be noted. Usually it's me, and I make it about 8:05.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, what are you done? Hang on, Southwest. If I don't read a question, don't. If I ever pass, I'll go to the tackle box and wake up. Oh, okay. That was a long time ago. Ain't nobody said nothing.
No, well, that's the second time he asked that question, but he didn't finish it. This time.
Oh.
Then he's speaking in tongue.
Gunga de Laguna.
Yeah. And then he says he's done. I think he's drinking.
Maybe alien. Maybe Shane done sent an alien over. But if I didn't know that was a question, when you talked about passing out in a tackle box, dude, that made me think of the kitty litter story, and I'm done by then. If I've done told another story, that has to wipe out what I was talking about so it can come out. So, what was it today you forgot? You couldn't believe? Oh, you were trying to think of that woman running for president's name. Shane, she's in the truck going, I can't. First, she talked about this lady. Then it's like 10 minutes later, she goes, I can't believe I can't think of that. And I'm like, I'm driving. I'm like, what? She goes, the lady running for president. I looked at her, I was like, hell, I can't even remember that you asked that question. Then she come up with it, was all happy. I was like, okay.
Sometimes talking, I just forget something every once in a while.
Hey, you know, Lindy, I think we all suffer from CRS from time to time. Can't remember shit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I got that STML too.
No, you have selective memory. You can remember every damn thing I've done in the last freaking 40 years. You remember some that I forgot, or at least you tell me I forgot. That's the bad part with forgetting, man. You don't know if you really forgot it or if you just blowing smoke, you know?
Yeah.
And see,
Yeah, I swear my wife's got that Rolodex. She'll just go, remember this? You know?
Yeah. And see, with my mom having dementia and senility, I keep telling our daughter, you just wait, youngin', even if I don't get it. So I told her, if it happens to turn out, and I hope it don't, but something happens to Lindy and I'm the old guy by myself, oh, I'm going to do that for fun, just mess with my daughter. You know, just forget, have her bring me stuff and then swear up down. They brought nothing. Oh, Shane, I got to tell you this one story. I don't like talking about my mama, but I'm going to tell you this one. You know, we got to keep her in the backyard. You know, we got a big backyard. She picks anything that grows in your yard that has a flower, weed, whatever. She thinks it's a flower. She picks them, takes them in her house. She has all these bouquets of weeds. I have to go down there when she's at our house eating and take them all out. She don't even notice they're gone. She'll just start over again. That's just her thing. she's going around the neighborhood she started and just walk up in people's yards. I mean, just found out people's backyards, just picking these weed flowers out of yards. Don't know none of these people. So we start keeping her in the backyard. And, I started out locking all the gates. We got like a double chain link gate.
Yeah.
Well, after you lock it, I go through that gate 100 freaking times. So get mad at locking. So I just started tying it shut. Mama ain't the sharpest tool no more. Well, dude, we come home about a week ago, found out she'd been out in the neighborhood doing it again. I go back there, the gate was untied and all. I was like, damn, I probably just left it untied. One of the neighbor ladies calls Lindy and said, his mama come in my backyard. I didn't answer the door, so she went through the gate and was in this lady's backyard. We're like, sorry. So, dude, I went out to that gate with a freaking attitude and about a 15-foot piece of ski rope, right? Woven nylon ski rope.
Yeah.
I cut me about 4-4-foot pieces, and, dude, I Boy Scouted that damn thing. I mean, with a freaking attitude from the outside. I tied knot after knot after knot, half hitch, wove it, tied it again, already knowing that the next time I went through that gate, I was going to have to cut that crap off because I can't untie that. Dude, we come home from fishing today, freaking Houdini, she untied every bit of it. From the inside of the gate. We get home, she's already in her house, but the gate is open with one little piece of rope tied, barely holding it. I mean, Shane, I put the damn, it'd have made you mad. If I'd have tied your gate shut like that, normal person would have got pissed.
You just gave her a challenge, John. That's what you done.
Thank you, Southwest. I'm not a veteran, but Shane is. So yes, Shane. Appreciate you being a veteran.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to all veterans.
Pleasure,
Yes. Is that some kind
So,
of?
John, you're gonna have to lock that gate with the chain and lock.
We are.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm just gonna have to lock it. I mean, but dude, I'd have never thought she'd have damn. Dude, that was
sneaking out. She was unlocking it and sneaking out. My neighbor's big, huge turtle got out and was in our backyard. And that's how it got in, was through the gate where she had left it open.
we didn't even notice it. I mean, I didn't notice it for a while. Let me repair. Hang on. I don't. Dagunga Lunga. See, Random J doing it now. Dagunga Lunga Wooga. I don't know what we're saying, but it might be Alaskan. Southwest Florida might be an Eskimo, and I might have done made him mad.
Yeah, happy Veterans Day, Random J. I know you're retired Sergeant Major.
That's right, Random J too. Yes, thank you, Jay. Wait a minute.
20%.
You got
discount.
20. Whoa!
Uh-oh.
So it only costs you $8. They need to add that little plus symbol, after the dollar now. Everybody knows it's a dollar plus, General. Man, we got some Dollar Generals and dollar stores. They come along our ear like seeds and threw them out, and we started having welcome hunting and stuff. We just sitting around shooting a bull for less than 30 minutes. Appreciate you saying hanging out and talking.
I don't know if you've noticed, used to you had the big yellow Dollar General sign on stores, the Dollar General. Now they just got a black and green sign that's DG for Dollar General. Have you not seen that?
I don't think I've seen the DG yet.
Yeah, that's common up here. When I was in Oklahoma visiting my family down there last year, I was like, that's the first place I seen it. I said, what's a DG? My mom's like, Dollar General.
Wow.
So they're
we still
trying
got
to take
They
the
just built
dollar
a
out of
couple.
it. Yeah.
I didn't even know I followed you on here.
Well, thank you.
Who'd you follow in here? Should have closed the gate. My mama leave that gate open again. God dang it. But yeah, man, I mean, there's a couple of houses in the hood. I really don't want my mama roaming around their yard without asking.
Sure.
You know what I mean? There's a couple of sweet old people that'll send her home, but.
And then a lot of, people that have these big thick bulls in their yards,
And-
Two of them would take her out.
And dude, I went down there, tried to talk to her mama, even jazzed it up. The neighbors called. You got to quit going in their yard. They're going to call the police and they're going to get you for trespassing. I didn't go in nobody's yard. You're stupid. It gets to be. I'm like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, we just have to.
I went with, at that point, I go get 20 foot of damn ski rope and go up there and do the damn Jumanji on that damn thing.
Yeah.
And she nailed it, dude. We're talking a 82-year-old woman. Oh, you clicked on the subscription. Click, yeah, we're here. We're live.
7 ways to Kevin Bacon.
7 ways to Kevin Bacon.
There you go.
You don't happen to be the guys from today, do you? So we met them two gentlemen today at the boat ramp, John and Logan.
John and Logan. Yeah.
That's funny. I introduced myself to that guy. I said, hey, man, what's your name? He goes, John. I went, well, that's my name as well. I put them in the intro. I looked at it and said, you want to be in the intro on our video? They both were like,
Yeah, sure.
okay. And then when we left, they happened to be standing up there in the parking lot, so we nailed them again. And typically, Shane, like I said, we got there and there were 5 other boats. There wasn't nobody but us and them kayak guys that were already loaded when we left.
Yeah.
We're just about always the last boat on that lake.
Well, when you get the snowbirds down there, how hard do they really fish?
Pretty damn hard.
Do they?
But in a snowbird kind of way.
Most of them are
Shiners.
shiner fishers.
Oh, shiner fishing. I got you.
But you get guys like Mr. Joe, the gentleman, the helicopter pilot I take out. You know, he's like a 3-month snowbird, and he'll come down and, you know, fish with me, see where the fish are. And he fishes hard like every day. I mean, we'll go places that Mr. Joe's back here damn working it.
Artificial.
You know, so some of them come down to fish. Now, the crappy fish on an Okeechobee, dude, that's serious. When these guys, we're already seeing the pontoon boats filling up. You know, all these RV lots and stuff, they got these big boat dock slip areas, and they're empty for half the year. We drove over the bridge the other day, and in that one, there was already about 10 pontoons. And, you know, here in another 3 weeks, you won't be able to put a pontoon anywhere.
Oh,
That's why we're going to go out tonight or tomorrow night on the lake, because I love it when the snowbirds get here and they turn all their lights on. And I mean, it's an adventure out there. Is that a bar with the change of color? Yeah, that's the bar behind us. And no, that's not a propeller, even though, Buck, it does look like it. It's 2 bar stools and a ship wheel. But doesn't it look like a prop, Shane?
It does.
Buck thought that was, he kept thinking that was a propeller hanging there. What do you think of the Japanese coming to your country and being competitive? I don't know no Japanese bass guide, so it's out of my league there, son.
When we first started fishing,
That shiner guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that one guy. Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. It's actually a big 2-car garage that they don't have no cars in. It's got a pool table, bar.
Yeah.
Ain't no cars.
Yeah. My poor pilot just got all faded because I didn't park her in here no more.
And that is bad, Shane. We got a 2-car garage here. There's a 1.5-car garage hooked to Mama's apartment behind us. All our damn vehicles and all sitting outside.
Yeah.
Bacon in this hot Florida.
Well, the back one's got like our Rhino, the side by side, the big lawnmower. Hell, we got a pool table in this one. Ain't no room for that shit.
You gotta have a place for the pool table.
Yeah.
Garage is perfect for a pool table.
Yeah.
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 It's sweet pool
My
table.
wife is. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's sweet pool table. We didn't have one. Lindy found one for sale that like the leather pockets are made like pineapples. It's got palm trees on it. I mean, it's very Florida-y.
Real pretty.
Next thing is a pinball machine. Wanted a damn pinball machine my whole life, and I'm gonna buy me a damn pinball machine.
Oh, dude, John, they're expensive as hell. Once you
I
buy
know.
them, you want a good one.
The one I want, man, they make them like new again. It's a fishing one. It's like $8,000. There's a couple places in Florida sell, you know, rebuilt new, you know, pinball machines. Yeah, it's like $8,000 for the one I want.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not cheap.
Yeah, man, the guy that had built our house, my back garage, he must have been a big welder guy. I got these 220, best way to describe it, 220 extension cords that are wired into the wall. There's like 10 foot of cord, and they're not plugged in. They're wired.
Yeah.
I got all kinds of power stuff. Hello, Francis.
Hello, Francis.
I always wanted to weld. My uncle redneck welded. You know, he's a farmer. If something bolt wouldn't tighten, like putting an implement to his tractor, you know, he'd go out there and gob a bunch of stick weld instead of fixing it, you know, go work in the field, come back and cut all the weld off. But he would weld shit to each other just to get by.
Yeah, I loved when I was in FFA, I got into welding. I love welding, but I just don't have anything to weld anymore these days. But I love it.
Yeah. we knew a guy that used to do that. He was brilliant at it, but he was such a dumbass,
The Russian mafia blamed him. This story he told us, a pill-induced story he told us, that the Russian mafia was trying to kill him because he got internet in his house, and now they're blaming him for. It's been 10 years ago. It's one of them big computer hacks that shuts down, like, some big company. Yeah, this dude started telling us Russian mafia was after him because he never had internet before. Now he's got internet, and they're blaming him for that big thing. It was bad, man. We're like, okay, man, can you just weld that for me and let me roll up out of here?
Oh, beautiful work.
My wife's nailed it. Best cornbread you ever ate? My wife. Good answer, right, Shane?
Always the best answer.
Correct answer. So you're not fishing at all this weekend, Shane?
No, I fished Wednesday. I got a little bit of time on Wednesday, but man, I'm not going to get out there in the cold, rain and fish. Just not worth it.
Ain't worth it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
No.
I agree.
When do you go out of town again?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I'm heading out Tuesday. I'll be out of town Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I will be leaving the day after Thanksgiving. Me and the wife, we were supposed to go on a cruise in September, and it got canceled because of that tropical storm that hit up here.
Right.
We're heading for 8 days down to the Bahamas the day after Thanksgiving. So
Sweet.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Kind of like a reverse pilgrim trip for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But you're going to take the Mayflower the right direction that way.
I'm coming down to get some warm. That's for sure.
Yeah.
We'll have some for you. Batty comes in, like we said, right after Christmas. So I'm getting ready to start feeding the pigs up. Pretty cool. He'll order a bunch of corn, and one day, like a UPS truck will pull up here and have 8 bags of corn. They'll throw it out here in the driveway. So
they just come right up in the driveway on you, John?
What, UPS?
No. The hogs. Where do you have to put the corn at?
Well, I'm actually putting it over beside the house, but
Don't say anything.
The neighborhood is known for pigs coming in here and tearing yards all to hell.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
When the water got real low, Shane, around here, every road has a canal. Like our road, and there's a canal you can get out on the lake. It's like a grid of streets and canals make all these neighborhoods. The water got real low one year to where it was just 1.5 feet wide in the middle of the canal of water everywhere. Dude, The pigs started rolling them canals, the mud in the canals, and they were popping up in downtown and wiping shit out.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they could come from the outskirts of town and get down in them dried up canals. You can pop up in the courthouse yard. Yeah, that's what's cool. We could get in a boat behind our house and go to Burger King and get breakfast. To me, that's just cool. And it's not a Burger King made for boats. They have a boat parking, but it's just right on a canal. You park the boat, walk up there. It's cool.
Yeah.
Several bars. We got several bars you can go to by boat.
Yeah. Apollo's.
Apollo's. No.
Apollonius.
Apollonius. What kind of name is that for a steakhouse in Okeechobee, Florida? Apollonius.
You're talking about it, so probably a good one.
What was the last?
It's expensive.
What was the name before it? The Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah, it went from Cowboys to Apollonius. And Shane, I do want you to come visit sometime and stay here in town, stay with us, spend the night. We want to take you to the Speckled Perch. It's the local steakhouse that, it's all local beef. You order your steak, you hear the bandsaw in the back cutting it while you're waiting. I mean, it's not really expensive. It's just great, man.
It's not.
Yeah.
I mean,
I grew up, I don't know if I shared this, but I grew up on a cattle ranch in Oklahoma. That's what my family did. I'm the outsider. I left and joined the Air Force and never went back and ran the family ranch. But I grew up on good beef.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd butcher our own cattle. Of course, we sold a ton of it, but yeah, I love a good aged steak.
Yeah.
Versus going to Walmart or wherever and getting a steak. The good stuff
is fun.
We're the cow capital of the world.
Let's play a game.
Yeah.
Let's try to think of a subject that Shane didn't used to do. Gay porn.
You win.
I win.
Winner, winner.
Okay, speaking of that, since I done broke that subject, I was watching a hunting video today. This old redneck guy is telling about his hunt, and he is wearing a t-shirt. I had to take a picture and send it to Joe. Hang on. The cartoon on it, it looks like a guy, his head sticking out the window like a cartoon driving the vacation, the family truckster station wagon. All right? Assuming it may be a drag car because the shirt says, "I'm not gay, but I once blew a tranny." And it looks like a drag racing car. But I'm not gay, but I once blew a tranny. Now I'm trying to listen to this guy talk about deer hunting while he's wearing I once blew a tranny shirt, and it was kind of, I can't hardly listen about the deer coming in because I'm like, dude, that's a funny shirt.
So the question is, John, are you going to wear that shirt if I buy it for you and send it to you?
I probably.
$20.
I've been ready to say, we went to Key West. My closest friend, my dearest friend of my whole life passed away. His wife passed away a year earlier. We spread the ashes in Key West. He passed away, so his grown daughter and her husband brought his ashes down here. So we took them to put them under the 7 Mile Bridge with his wife. But we're sitting in a restaurant in downtown Key West on the street. Like I said, got his ashes in her purse. And he was a nut. You figure my longest best friend, y'all know Batty, who is my second longest friend. We all kind of birds of a feather. We all about nuts. But anyway, we're sitting at this little cafe. Across the road, they sell T-shirts. There's a rack of T-shirts that say, "I'm not gay, but $20 is $20." So we're laughing about that and looking at them. So I look around the table and go, who the hell would wear that shirt? And out of these 10 people sitting at this table, every one of them but the guy's daughter we had the ashes said David, which was his name, and his daughter went, "Dad." I mean, everybody at that table said that guy's ashes we had's name. But yeah, man, that's a shirt. And I was like, who the hell wears that? I mean, that's why you'll hear us make the joke sometimes about $20 is $20. I mean,
that resonates now. I've heard you say that several times. I was like, where'd that come from? Now I know.
But now this guy, I'm not gay, but I have blown a tranny once. That's funny.
That is funny. And yes, I would be going, I would not be focusing on the fishing. I'd be like, really?
Deer hunting. See, it done messed you up so bad. I told you it was a deer hunting video and you said fishing. So you can't even talk about it without thinking about the shirt.
Yeah.
But I wonder if, and I'm sure, and I cuss about people doing it, but like everybody does, I'm just surfing through videos. I ain't subscribing to nobody. I ain't liking nothing. I'm just watching videos. So I'll bet that dude probably wears shirts I'm sure that's one of his gimmicks.
Sure. Yeah.
Because he's deer hunting in a red flannel shirt anyway. So, I mean, he's definitely on his own little path, which nothing wrong with that. There have been a shitload of deer over the years killed wearing red flannel.
Yep.
But I got a stupid cousin got a ticket for wearing red flannel deer hunting. He'd never deer hunted before. He'd never deer hunted before. He decided to deer hunt. He thought you just had to wear something bright. That's Doug. So he wore red flannel when the game board said you got to have orange on. I mean, he argued about it. You can see this just this good. The guy's like, no, dude, that ain't going to work.
As he's writing the ticket, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'm the guy that never wore my orange in my tree. Like rifle season, I would wear it. Now, law says you're supposed to have it on up your tree, but I shucked that stuff off.
Yeah, as soon as I got the tree stand, I took my orange off. I did the same.
I always did, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, you don't want some SOB seeing you up your damn tree. To me, I feel like the whole world's looking at you up here, I mean, nah. He wasn't real bright. No, he wasn't real bright. But it was the original camouflage degree.
That's true.
Who were them There were some famous old guys from up north that wore the green and black flannel. I used to watch old VHF movies of them, deer hunting. Oh, it's a whole family. Can't think of them now. They always wore the green and black flannel shirts deer hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't recall the green and black, but I've definitely seen a lot of red and black.
Yeah. Yeah, we do some online tournaments. We know this old crazy dude that has them all the time. We just won second in Shane Flint's tournament. Local tournaments, we've entered a couple bruiser bait tournaments or something. I'm too worried about catching fish and getting people on fish, so nah.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, Kyle. Not sure which Kyle. It ain't Dark 30.
No,
Shane, did you see the video I made with Dark 30's video?
No, I didn't. Hadn't seen that yet.
He made a video and somehow missed a cut, an edit in it, where he goes, I'm out here, and he sits there and he thinks, he goes, what day is it? And he pauses and sits there and he goes, cut, cut, cut. And then he says it again. And when he edited, he forgot he didn't take it out of the video.
note to self, never put in an edit or don't ever miss an edit. 'Cause
So I
somebody's
went-
going to take advantage of it.
So I went and cut out the edit and made it short and asked, like, Mr. President, how do you think about the trouble?
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah,
I did see that.
that's Kyle sitting there going,
No, you texted that to me, John. I did see that.
Oh, that's right. I finally made a short out of it. I got brave and said, "Oh, hell with it." Hey, Kyle. I wish I could see if Doc was here. He could do some South Park voices for the Kyle guy being here. And I remember Southwest Florida. You are your Doc's friend. That's right. The guy he made the video with.
Is that Rocky?
Rocky. That's it. See, I remembered that. Well, damn, we closing in on 10 o'clock, Shane. I appreciate you. You know how hard it is.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, we enjoy you so much.
I don't see how you go live and just sit there, without somebody up there. I can't hardly do it.
That's why it's 30 minutes. I try to keep it to 30 minutes, John.
And dude,
I would love for people to jump up, but I throw out the link and no one wants to jump up. But
and everybody talks about me trolling the chat and just trying to be funny. Dude, if you don't mess around with the chat, sometimes them things will just lay there and be so stale.
yeah,
I'm the
Yeah,
guy. Go ahead.
you're the guy. I want you in my chat, right? You keep it fun.
Yeah, you
Right.
gotta keep it going, man.
Yeah.
But I know I'm gonna find something besides corn dogs here in a little bit. But let's all think about Doc. He's either working or he's doing something. I don't remember. God, I don't remember what he said he was doing. Hell, I didn't remember he wasn't gonna be here till today at Donkey Land. I was like, said something about getting home in time for the live. I was like, oh crap, it's on our channel tonight.
His brother.
He's going up north somewhere for something. Seemed like it was 2 weeks. This week was football game. Next week was going up north for a.
Something he had to film a game or something down near Miami, which he hates Miami, by the way. He hates Miami. Then he had to go up north for it's either his brother or his cousin that they say he's like a brother, but he's not a brother. But he went up there for a family outing.
If you look at the state of Florida, it's the only big old lake in the middle of Florida.
Right in the middle.
The blue dot is Okeechobee. So when you look at the map, they always, I don't care what news you're watching, it'll have Okeechobee marked out on it. So what's that? Right on the edge of being South Central.
Yeah.
Word to your mother. I'm gonna crip walk here. I'm gonna throw some gang signs.
John, do you live on the north side of the lake?
Very tip.
We are on the very north tip.
Yep.
If you
That's
look at, you look at Okeechobee and it goes up. I mean, dude, we are literally just on the
Yeah.
tip of it.
Yeah.
And it's wild, dude. We like you go out our neighborhood, and you get up on the main road, and there's a little crackhead store, and it's got a water tower. It says Treasure Island. That's actually what our area of town is called, is Treasure Island. But we were out crappie fishing out on the lake the other day, and you look up and hell, we're just I mean, the tower is just right there. I'm like, dang, we're almost back to the house. It's Super
So you don't
Troopers.
have far to watch from there, do
I'm
you?
thinking there was something. I swear I agree. You were on the, I believe so. But Super Troopers, dude, the dude in the bear costume, I don't want to just start hollering it here, but I yell that all the time. Anytime I see somebody in the woods, I'm like, hey, bear humper, bear humper. See, there's us compared to the lake. We're right.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right there.
And see the canals in the neighborhood?
Yeah.
See, there's a road and a canal. I mean, on every neighborhood through here's got, and there's a lock right between the Taylor and the creek right there. Look at me pointing at it like he can see that shit. Wow. You were watching me and you wouldn't realize. I am, dude. I'm pointing at my screen going right there, Shane. Hell, you couldn't see it. Hunting and stuff, it's crazy how many times you hear Okeechobee. It's in the Tom Cruise movie where American Made, where he's the dope smuggler. When he's loading the plane and they're overloading it, they're telling him, you're going to land at Okeechobee Airport. And he's like, I'm not landing at Okeechobee Airport. There's a couple Okeechobee roads. Like any road that leads from the coast that comes towards here, they call it Okeechobee Road. Oh, in the movie. Yeah. And there was another one where they walk up on the porch. Oh, that was one of them crime shows. And the old redneck guy goes, oh, you must be from Okeechobee. It's funny. You hadn't watched Super Troopers. Oh, it's the first Super Troopers when they catch the guy down there wearing the bear. It looks like he's humping a bear. And they're like, hey, you bear screwer, what are you doing?
That's an American classic right there, Super Troopers.
And what is it when he pulls it right when they get out of the car? That cop looks at him and goes, okay, $20, you got to say meow 10 times during the traffic stop. And he's like, meow, sir. It's hilarious.
You don't know how many times I've used that on stupid stuff, like, and like I used to have to do a lot of public speaking. I still do a lot of public speaking, but used to do a lot of public speaking when I was in the military in front of lots of people. And people would say, you got to throw meow in, but they'd change it up and say hippopotamus, or just give me a word. By golly, I'm going to get that word in there. Because I am not going to let the Super Troopers down. Right?
That's right. What do you mean, Shane? You just told me the other day you were sitting in I was fishing, and you were sitting in a meeting with a general on each side of you.
Yeah.
Tell you, man, Will Smith and freaking what's his name ain't shit, man. Shane is the real deal. Why can I not think of the Park Is Mine guy? Who's the old guy in Men in Black?
Tommy Lee Jones?
Tommy Lee Jones. You remember his old movie, The Park Is Mine? That was like one of his first movies. He barricades himself in Central Park. He is young, man.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, The Park Is Mine. Yeah. Oh, I don't know which the other one was. Dude, I say crap. I don't remember what I said, so you should have watched it. All right, Shane, it's closing up 10 o'clock. We're going to shut this puppy down.
All right. Hey, thanks for having me on, guys.
Oh, dude, thanks for helping. We appreciate everybody coming in, all the new people, all the catfishing folks.
Yeah, everybody's gone.
Appreciate it. Everybody's gone. All right. Later, Shane.
Bye, Shane.
Later.